Show. We're joined right now by Deneen Borelli, FreedomWorks Outreach Director and Newsmax Insider. Hello, Deneen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. First, let me get your take on what the President Emeritus of the NAACP had to say about his, in his description of the Tea Party as the Taliban wing of politics.
Well, it's absolutely outrageous, and I hope all freedom-loving Americans will hold individuals accountable, such as Julian Bond, for his words and his actions. When you think about it, anyone on the left who cannot control the voices and the beliefs of individuals who believe in liberty and liberty government, the problem is they cannot control our voice. And so they stoop to the level of name-calling and trying to target and criticize anyone who stands for liberty. And Julian Bond is certainly one of those individuals, and shame on that network for not holding him accountable for his words.
You know, we have been talking about certainly the IRS. We were talking about Benghazi, the IRS, and of course the AP. But with regard to the IRS and going after groups with Patriot or Tea Party in the name, and now we find out other groups, we also find out that in the past Democratic senators and others on the Democratic side have called for the IRS to investigate these Tea Party type groups, and now they're kind of feigning outrage that it actually occurred. But this really, if they had their way, this should come as no surprise to them, because Tea Party has been a pejorative, and they've implied all along that. Matter of fact, I was watching a show yesterday where one attorney was talking to a Tea Party representative and saying, "Come on, you're political. Come on, you don't help people with your nonprofit status. You're pushing candidates." So they were in effect almost justifying that anything with the name Tea Party or Patriot has to be a right-wing group and is politically motivated and maybe should be subject to scrutiny.
Well, listen, I've been involved with the Tea Party movement since day one, and Tea Party individuals are for limited government, personal responsibility, and to rein in the government that has grown out of control under the last few years, over the years, rather. And so really, anyone who is witnessing what is going on in the news, whether it's the IRS, Benghazi, the other issue with the AP investigating reporters, the government investigating reporters, anyone who is paying attention should focus on the fact that you could be next, and the fact that our government is not performing its basic duty of being accountable and letting Americans be Americans and have the freedom of speech and freedom of choice that we have the pleasure and right to enjoy in our country. Our government is failing us on a daily basis, whether it's the spending or this IRS nonsense that is going on. We need to hold these individuals who are responsible accountable.
Well, Deneen, I want to interrupt and just let everybody know, Will included, the President is going to deliver a statement on the IRS. He will speak from the White House. I don't have an indication as to whether or not that's coming up in minutes or in in an hour or whatever, but we hope to bring it to you live here, and I wanted you to know that, Deneen. And I don't know what he's going to say. Certainly the Attorney General had nothing forthcoming to say about anything today in front of the committee, where he testified and said, I don't know. So I don't know. They did really release the IG report last night or this morning, and the President did make a statement last night saying that this is outrageous and people should be held accountable, but he didn't call for anybody to be fired. Why do I have a feeling that on the heels of releasing, as they just did, all the Benghazi emails regarding the talking points, now they're going to couple that with saying maybe firing somebody who will bear the brunt in the IRS scandal, and they feel that maybe they could just kill two birds with one stone within an hour on a Wednesday and get rid of the whole thing. But I don't think it's going to go away that fast.
No, absolutely not. And it's going to take programs such as yours and voices like myself and other Americans who want the truth to know what is really going on, whether it's the IRS or Benghazi, to keep this information in the headlines, because unfortunately there are some news outlets that would love to just push this under the rug, keep moving, there's nothing to see here, and when in fact there are serious issues that are happening in our country, and we need answers.
Yeah. Deneen, I thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk to you again in the near future, and thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Deneen Borelli, FreedomWorks Outreach Director, Newsmax Insider.